You're literally just wasting your time and your money. Have you ever been looking into getting into skincare but just don't know where to start? Well, lucky for you, I am here for you today. Hi, my name is Peter, and today I'm going to be talking about my skincare routine and how you guys can get into skincare on a budget. So I'm 21 years old and I've been in skincare for about 2 years now, and I wish I had someone tell me all this stuff when I started because oh my god, there is so much. But not to worry, today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks that I use that help me have glowing skin on a budget. So first things first. As you can see, like, this is all of my stuff that I use, products that will be used in this video. So yeah, you can literally tell that I'm a skincare junkie. I also have some more over here. Some hair care, some body care. There's my green smoothie. And there's me. We are Harry Potter today. So when I started skincare, I only thought there were two things, washing your face and moisturizing, and I didn't even know everything that you could do in between to make your skin just so much better. So if I've learned anything about my journey through skincare, is that there are 4 major steps: cleansing, treatment, moisturizer, and sunscreen. My skin type is like really dry. I don't even know if you can tell, but I haven't done anything to my face today. This is just natural. So because my skin type is dry, I don't wash my face every single morning. I know that you should wash your face twice a day if it is pretty oily, but mine is dry, so I don't want to like overstrip the natural oils on my skin, so I only wash my face once a day. So in the morning, instead of washing my face, what do? I exfoliate. It's basically getting rid of all the dead skin cells on your skin so that your skin is nice and fresh. So I do this every morning, but in case your skin is maybe sensitive, you should work on to maybe not doing it every day. You can work up to it. But before I exfoliate, I always wet my face because it's always good to put your skincare products on damp skin, not necessarily wet and not necessarily dry, but somewhere in the middle. And because I don't have a sink in my bedroom, I'm going to go do that right now. Oh my god, okay. This is my face when it's wet. Oh my gosh, okay. Wow. So I just patted my face dry with a towel. I do not recommend rubbing because that can cause some irritation. But before I even exfoliate, one of the things that I do every few days is I shave on a good day. So this is my good shaver. This is from Dollar Shave Club at Target. And I shave every 4 to 5 days, maybe 3 to 5 days, because if I shave every single day, I get really bad razor bumps on my neck especially. Like, you can literally see this cut and all on my neck, and I'm working on that. Yeah, so I don't shave every single day for that reason. I would if I could, because I like having a hairless face, just hairless everything. So I would shave every single day, but since I can't, I do every 3 to 5 days. But because I shaved a couple days ago, we're going to skip that step and get right into the exfoliation. So this is what I use. This is the Pixie Clarity Tonic, full of salicylic acid, probiotics, and it is a toner. This toner from Target was about $16. I know that is very pricey for some people. Toners are one of the things that I do splurge on just because a lot of them can be really bad for your skin. A lot of like the ones at the drugstore, like, I don't want to like shade anyone, but a lot of them have a lot of alcohol in them and are just really drying to the skin. So if you're going to use a toner, which you don't have to, if you wash your face, then like just do that. But if you do tone, then I would recommend getting a good one because you want to make sure you're not like doing crazy stuff to your skin. So that's why I do invest in toners. But if not, then just skip that step because it's not necessary. It really helps with like putting the rest of your skincare over it, and also if you're wearing makeup for the day. I don't wear makeup that often, but if I do, this really like makes my skin nice and fresh. I have like this much left. So basically what I do, you can get like a cotton pad. I don't, I just use my hands and I just put a couple drops and then you just, I just like to go all over my face. Sometimes I put a little extra on my neck because salicylic acid is really good for razor bumps, so I've heard. I do a little bit on my neck too. So now that our skin is exfoliated, the next step that I like to do in the morning is serums. I am obsessed with serums. Like, if you ask any of my friends and family, like, I am literally the serum. Like, I love The Ordinary, but I also love just anything that I can find. I also want to mention that if you're using serums, you definitely should do a patch test beforehand, which is basically just putting a little bit on your hand and then waiting about 24 hours. And if you have a reaction, obviously don't use it, but if you don't, then it's okay to use. I use 2 serums in the morning and 2 at night. I use 1 constant for the morning and the nighttime, and then I use 2 different ones for morning and night. But because this is my morning routine, I will just show you my morning serums. This is my holy grail. I love this product so much, and you will not believe where I got it. Wow, is it gonna, I don't know if it's gonna, you can't even read it. Okay, so this is hyaluronic acid. It looks a lot like The Ordinary, right? It is not The Ordinary. This is a Creme de Skin Nutritions, and this is from, drumroll please, this is from the dollar store. So if you go to the dollar store, which I go to the dollar store all the time, Dollar Tree, not like Dollar Savings. The Dollar Tree, they do have a skincare aisle. I recommend going. I wouldn't recommend getting a lot of stuff, but I do get this. So this is hyaluronic acid. This has all the same exact ingredients as the hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary. Hyaluronic acid is a really good moisturizer because it's a good ingredient that brings in moisture from the air. So this says it is a clinical formula to improve skin texture and clarity with intense moisture and balance, skin brightness and whiteness. It is a proven anti-aging properties, diminish the look of the lines, and all-day skin relief results. I use this twice a day because it is really just makes my skin so smooth. I probably get about, is this empty? Oh my gosh, this might be empty. I use so many of these. Oh my god, this is legit empty. You don't want to touch the tipper to your hand because it can build up bacteria. So I just put like 1 to 2 drops, and then we just do this, and then we just go all over.
And you do want to get the neck, of course. Get the neck.
Definitely go get this from the dollar store. They have other products. I would definitely research some other, like if you find stuff for your face especially, because you don't want to put like something crazy on your face in the dollar store. But I definitely recommend getting this. I recommended this to a lot of different people. Actually, one of my friends, Jackie, recommended this to me, and it works like a charm. So it doesn't get any cheaper than the dollar store, but the other serum that I use in the morning is from The Ordinary. The Ordinary is like the gods for serums. I get mine at Ulta, and they're only $7, I think, $7 to $8 depending on what you get. But the second serum that I use in the morning, I use the hyaluronic acid, and then I use the niacinamide from The Ordinary. Niacinamide is another really good ingredient that soothes redness, and it's just really good for moisture. So this says it is a high-strength vitamin and but yeah, so this niacinamide I use in the morning along with the hyaluronic acid, and this makes my skin really nice and smooth. And that's even before moisturizer, you guys. So same thing. Wow, this just really doesn't want to focus. Okay, so I put like 2. Less is more, honestly, with skincare. Same thing, honestly, the same thing, I'm just talking. Sometimes I put, honestly, like, I just put a tiny bit more because sometimes I feel like my neck doesn't get enough, and I want to make sure that it does. And now we're going on to moisturizer. So moisturizer is serums are my favorite step, but moisturizer is really good too because this is what will tie everything together and make your skin just nice and plump and ready for the day. Well, besides step 4. But step 3, moisturizer, you can really just like get any moisturizer. That is not true. I don't know why I just said that. But the moisturizer I use is from CeraVe. This is the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. CeraVe has a lot of different products. They have like the lotion, which my sister loves, but I use the cream because I have dry skin. This is for normal to dry skin, so you can use this even if you don't have dry. Moisturizer is really important. If you don't moisturize, your skin's gonna like literally be crusty. I'm almost done with this. Like, do you see? I probably got this like 4 months ago, but I use it on my body too. That's probably why. You shouldn't be like, so I moisturize, twice a day, sometimes 3 if it's like a really dry day. So I just take a tiny bit. You're not supposed to use like that much. So just like a little bit. That's probably a lot, I don't know. So, but then the excess, like I rub on my hands too. Once again, just rub that in. It's really good. I love CeraVe. This giant thing that I'm using is, I believe it's $12 from the drugstore, but if you are on a budget, you can get a smaller one, or there are also other ones. I believe like the CVS brand is a couple dollars cheaper, and it's pretty much the same exact ingredients. So finally, the last step of skincare in the morning is, you guessed it, sunscreen. Now, so many people that I talk to, I have so many friends that love skincare, but don't use sunscreen.
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
I'm like, why? Like, you're literally just wasting your time and your money. It's not doing any good to your skin. It's doing good to your skin at the time, but as soon as you sit next to the window or go outside, the sun is just already ruining all of that.
The sun is literally the devil. So
I use sunscreen every single day. Every single morning. I try to reapply, sometimes I don't reapply, but you should be reapplying. So what I use for sunscreen, this is another one of the investments. So I invest in toner and sunscreen. Everything else in the middle, I do budget. Things that I feel are the most important to me, you kind of have to figure out to you what's the most important thing to you. So what I use is,
I am a vlogger.
Essence Sun Milk, SPF 50. So a lot of my friends, when I talk to them about sunscreen, they're like,
oh, but it's not sunny outside, so why do I need to wear it every single day?
well, if you watch Hiram, you already know what I'm about to say, but there are two different types of rays. So burning, obviously sunburn, and aging is what causes like fine lines and wrinkles. I personally don't want fine lines and wrinkles, and I'm sure you don't either if you're watching this video. So that's why I use sunscreen every single day to protect myself from all of the rays, and I live in New Jersey, so take with that what you will. If you live in a hotter area, obviously you should be using a higher SPF. This is literally the most important. So this stuff is kind of expensive. It's like $16, I think, from Amazon, but okay. So I probably use like a good dollop. Almost there, I can feel it. So I like to use a good amount. You should be using a good amount of sunscreen. And I just, same thing. You also want to make sure you're like getting every part of your face. Like, I do moisturize my eyes too, like the outside of my eyes. And what's great about this sunscreen by Misha is that there's literally no white cast. It's like the texture of a serum. I feel like my skin doesn't really look too good today, but whatever. It's good to go in with a second of what I just did, but since I am obviously out of it, but it honestly gives me such a nice like glow. Like, I don't know if you can see, but like, I feel like this does wonders. So my sister also, honestly, my sister is like, all credit. This is the product. If you're gonna start out with skincare, this is where you should start. But if you also don't want to spend that much on a sunscreen, totally understand, I have some alternatives. So the first alternative I have for sunscreen is this CeraVe 30 SPF. The thing about this product is that it's tinted, and obviously all people can't use this. For me, it did really tint my face, but I personally, I don't know, it was very like, especially in Miss Rona times, it got all over my mask. Like, it felt like a foundation kind of. So I don't know if I'd recommend this, honestly. You could try it. It was also kind of expensive, I think. It was cheaper than that one, but... And then, if you want to go really cheap, I got this at Ulta. This is, like, literally so extra. It is the Australian Gold SPF 70 Mineral. This is a mineral sunscreen. So this is a mineral sunscreen, which is what Hiram highly recommends. But my other favorite YouTuber, Susan Yara, doesn't necessarily agree. So I use this one when I'm out of sunscreen, honestly, because this leaves such a big white cast, and I hate having white cast on my face. I'd rather just like have my natural skin be shown. Like, I don't want it to be more white than it already is. So I use this sometimes. There's a lot. I'm probably gonna use this a lot in the summer for my face and my body. So this is 70, which is really extra. You only need to be using like a 30 to 50 SPF, depending on where you are, but I'm just extra, so. I've also put like so many people, my friends and family, like onto skincare. My sister put it onto me, and now So my sister actually put skincare onto me, and I put it onto so many other people. I have a lot of friends that ask me about it, and family members, so it is really fun. You should ask my boyfriend. I honestly wish that I knew about sunscreen like over 2 years ago when I was living in Florida, because that is literally the time that I needed it the most. So that is like horrifying to me. Yeah, I love being interrupted. So I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end. I'm really passionate about skincare, if you couldn't tell. And please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And comment down below what your skincare routine is, and I would love to read about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Okay.